Greetings to members of the First Unitarian Universalist Church of Richmond. I'm Anne Marie McCartney.
And I'm Kevin Thrasher. We serve as the co-chairs of the Capital Campaign Steering Committee, appointed by the Board of Directors. Other members of the committee include Margie Crowder, Tom Foster, Dorothy Garina, Adele McLean, Joe Ruff, Diana Vincelli, and Gary Zwicker, along with our very capable church court administrator, Margaret Rush.
We're greeting you today from outside our great hall. And we're in the Memorial Garden that's starting to show the first signs of spring. Even just being on the grounds here makes us feel more connected to beloved community. We want to tell you about the Capital Campaign today, that it will be much easier if we can distance ourselves and unmask.
It seems a world away, but in the fall of 2019, the congregation voted to approve a capital campaign that would move us boldly into the future. When we return to church for services and activities, we'll be starting anew, and the world around us will be changed. What will our vision be? How will First UU Richmond be all it can be to the beloved community and to magnify our reach beyond our own walls? For certain, we'll be working to expand programming and outreach, and this will require more resources that today are tied up in the ongoing costs that can be alleviated through the capital campaign.
There are ways that we can reduce the burden on our operating budget and cash reserves. Pay off the long-standing mortgage left over from the church renovation in 2012, fix our leaky roofs, and look into environmentally minded improvements such as installing solar panels. We can establish a capital reserve fund to pay for ongoing maintenance and unexpected repairs in the church that invariably arise. We also need to prepare for the inevitability of changes to staffing that will require national recruitment and onboarding costs. The estimated total for these investments, including expenses for running the campaign, is about $2 million. That may sound like a lot, but knowing the generosity of our congregation, it's manageable when we all pitch in. We can do this.
We, along with other members of the committee, took on this assignment because we love our church and believe in investing in the possibilities for its future. We are most pleased to have hired a seasoned fundraising professional to assist in our work. Liz Coit is a member of a team called Stewardship for Us, which helps Unitarian Universalist congregations around the country with their fundraising needs. Liz offers us a clear roadmap for how to go forward with a campaign in a very short time frame between now and the end of the year.
Coming up in April and May is a special activity toward building our campaign readiness. It's called the Campaign Feasibility Study. Liz will be having conversations with about 15 to 20% of our households. This may be 50 to 60 households that are going to represent a broad range of who we are by age, giving level, race, newer and longer term members, those who can give a lot and those who can give less. In other words, a true cross section of who we are. She's not going to be asking you for a gift. Rather, she is eager to hear your story here at First UU, what inspires you and what's important to you, and whether you may consider giving to the campaign this year.
To state the obvious, raising money in a community during a time when we cannot be together will have its challenges. That said, Liz and our fundraising professionals can point to a number of congregations around the country that were able to run successful campaigns in a virtual environment.
Over the next 9 to 10 months, we will be asking many of you to become active participants in our work. We know there's a wide variation in members' ability to contribute, and yet we are inviting everyone to participate in the campaign. Let's go all in for our future. One final note, we're gearing up for this campaign at the same time as the annual fund drive. In no way do we want people to feel they are making a choice between contributing to the ongoing cost of running the church and investing in our long-term capacity. Right now, the emphasis is on making our annual pledge to the operating budget. And then with a solid annual fund drive behind us, we can turn our attention to the longer-term capital needs of our church. And bear in mind that when you make a pledge to the campaign, you'll be able to pay over time.
Thanks for the chance to introduce ourselves and to tell you what is going on with the capital campaign. Look for ongoing announcements through the First UU News weekly emails, and feel free to reach out to us, any members of the steering committee, our ministerial staff, or members of the board if you have any questions or concerns.
So we pray that you will stay well and feel connected to this community until we can meet again. For Kevin and me, goodbye for now.